So earlier this morning, we spoke about how parents can create a fun and learning and creative environment at home where we need to be in these colder winter months. How can we stay engaged and, of course, above all, have a lot of creative fun? Nikki, are there other ways that we can engage in that creative fun space?
Absolutely, Graham. And for me, actually, card games are probably the quickest, easiest way to have a bit of fun with children. I mean, this one is really fun. It's called Hive Q Monuments and Landmarks.
Oh, cool.
And it's about collecting four of a kind, like you would with a normal deck of cards. But here we're collecting landmarks, whether they are rivers or monuments, whatever in the world. And so you learn general knowledge at the same time. But think of trump cards. Where you're collecting cars or aeroplanes or animal cards even. You know, you're learning, you're collecting, and it might only take 10 or 15 minutes versus an hour or 3 hours for a board game.
For me, I think what was most fun, I'm looking at the plaster dough here, but anything that involved getting my hands dirty, literally, and getting the house dirty, unfortunately. Being creative, experimenting, getting scientific.
So children love mixing and matching. They love to make things. They love to experiment. They love to use their senses. You know, we talk about children being multi-sensory learners. So give them stuff they can push and pull and prod. We've got science experiments. You know, these are the kinds of things kids get given for birthday parties. You stick them in the top of the cupboard and you forget about them. When you've got time in the July school holidays, haul them out. This is a craft kit where you're actually beading handbags.
Oh, cool.
There's tons of these things on the market. They don't have to cost a lot of money either. Here we have a house that you can build out of Play-Doh. And it comes with all the molds to make your bricks and things like that. And then using normal household ingredients like water, food colouring, and some corn flour, you can make what's... I call it corn flour slime, but the real name is oobleck.
I was going to go with gloop, which seems pretty close. So oobleck is pretty onomatopoeic,
If you go onto nikkibush.com and just put in corn flour slime in the search window, you'll pick up recipes for this and a video. But perhaps you'd like to just stick your finger in there and show our viewers what it's like. So it's a liquid, but it's also solid, and it's like
that is the weirdest texture ever.
Totally fascinating.
It's like gloopy. When you apply pressure to it, it goes solid. But if you let it just do its thing, it goes completely gloopy.
A little bit like when you're doing those little drippy castles on the beach with sand and water.
It becomes a solid. If you apply, the more pressure you apply, the stronger it gets.
Actually, you could make a ball out of it if you worked very, very fast.
Look at that.
And what we try to do, you know, for a 2 or 3-year-old, this is just complete fascination.
Just for a 2 or 3-year-old, yeah.
For a 7 to 10-year-old, they want to know, how does this work?
Oh,
okay, and we want to get kids involved and engaged in their own learning, and
now I understand why I was given the courtesy of a piece of paper towel.
That's right.
But that
you're the one with the blue fingers, not me.
Yeah, I know. This, but what a cool way to start thinking in a scientific way about what's going on in that as the child grows a little bit older, to start thinking about consistency and about texture and touch and all these things. It's not just very tactile and fun, even for an adult. There's something educational in there.
You know, kids don't know things like, if you take a piece of paper and you do pencil on the back of a piece of paper, then you turn it over and you draw on top of where you did that little pencil rubbing on another piece of paper, you will create like a carbon copy. That's magic for kids. They don't know these things that came from the ark.
Maybe the wonder and the novelty has worn off in you, and I think I'm just going to reinforce that with something that you say with so many of our play-related chats. Let that play be uninterrupted. Let your child fully explore and enjoy that space. Nikki Bush, you've blown my mind a little bit today. Absolutely love I'm going to continue to call it gloop, but you can get the recipe to make this maize flour slime.
Corn flour, and food colouring, that's it.
But it's on nikkibush.com, so go out and check it out and make sure that you engage your own senses. Take this opportunity during those colder winter months to educate your child, but also let them have fun, uninterrupted fun. Let them really explore and learn more about themselves and the beautiful world.